Hey, afternoon, everybody. How you doing? This is a Fair Cat Sports Show. Once again, back with you on another Monday, episode 26. Bears lose versus Colts. So, I'm Julius once again as AJ. We got the boss man Ray up in here.
Boss man.
Kindly joined us
What's going on,
today.
everybody? How y'all doing? I'm enjoying my potato chips
Yeah,
because I
Yeah,
love potato
nothing
me
wrong,
chips.
too.
nothing wrong with that at all, man. So, I asked Ray to come on because I felt like today is a perfect day to have three people on. Maybe Bishop. I mean, he may be on, maybe not. I talked to him earlier, but I think. Plus, I like Ray provides a perspective sometimes that a lot of people don't want to talk about, and I like that he keeps it 100. He's not caught up in fandom and all that. He tries to keep it 100, and I like that. And I feel like today is a perfect day for him to tell how he feels, and then we'll talk about that. At least AJ gonna have her hot take first because she asked if she do it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna let her rant, do her thing. But how was you guys' weekend other than watching that game yesterday?
It was fine. Same old, same
Mine
old.
suck.
I had to go to this Notre Dame game this weekend. It's awful. It's terrible.
At least they didn't
We keep
lose.
going up.
Every other time you went, they lost. So
I want them to lose. I hate Notre Dame.
I mean,
Screw them.
yeah, well,
I want that. But they played Miami of Ohio. That team just is pure trash. I didn't know Blaine Gabbert's brother was that young. That dude is like younger than me. And Blaine Gabbert's almost 40. So talk about a oops baby, okay?
I got a oops baby, goddamn. And he
Hey,
not a
Blaine,
oops baby
but
though. He not a oops baby.
Blaine Gabbert's brother can play though. Not as good as Blaine, but hey,
Mhm.
he be
No,
out there.
I played in the playoffs of my fantasy baseball league, and I lost yesterday by
Beautiful.
1 point. Pretty upset
Oh,
Damn.
about
Wow.
dang.
Julius about to
it. Yeah,
smoke
Caleb.
me.
I lost to Caleb. I lost
Mm.
to Caleb
Oh, that sucks.
um, by 1 point, and I had to move in to win, and I took the player out on the strength of I came up with a plan. The plan worked initially, and then I should have just kept the guy in. If I had I kept the same pitcher in, I would have won and moved on to the championship. But
Right.
such is life. You make bad decisions as a coach, as a
Mm.
manager, and you got to live with them. You got to make a decision and go with it. That's what I did. It didn't work out. We're moving on. And that's a good segue to talk about these doggone Bears because
Mm.
everybody wants to talk about coaching. You got to make decisions as a coach.
Yep. Here
Mm-hmm.
we
But
go.
I
Here
mean,
comes
at least
Gonzo.
we're gonna let you
Gonzo
get
got
yours
it
out
turned.
the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we would. Yeah, here's a perfect. Gonzo said it.
Moses
So
learning
I
the hard way. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
hey, they made the decision with the QB. It's not even to me. It's not even that. We ain't even talk about that because I
Okay.
feel like you could have went. Hold on, I feel like you could have went either direction. But the thing that you did say was the coaching staff, and I agree with the coaching staff is just oh my goodness. But at least I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your thing because I know you finna go
Yeah, let's at least get
dessert.
her. She wants to get her
So
ran out. Let's get it out.
so I was it's actually on par with what I was gonna say, right? This is not even about Caleb for me, right? Caleb Caleb threw for his 360 yards. Bears fans were happy. I wasn't because we lost. But yada yada yada, good for him, right? Blah blah blah. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you stick back there. This team has no offensive identity whatsoever. You have all these good players, and they're just it's just clunky still, right? Like, mind you, right? This was the worst coming into Sunday. This was the worst rushing defense the Bears were gonna face this like on Sunday. The worst rushing defense. They gave up 275 yards leading up to this week. So
Yeah,
instead of running the football, right, we decide we're just going to throw the ball 52 times on 57 dropbacks. And that'll win us the game. Wrong. Wrong. I don't understand the some of these decisions. And then I thought Matt Eberflus just has terrible clock management. He has no idea what he's doing. Like, and then he doesn't know how to use challenges right either. I'm just like, ugh, like it's painful to watch. It's painful to watch. And then some of the calls, like that fourth down play at the red zone, like in the red zone where it was like 4th and 1, right? And we line up in a pistol. I, I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
That was upsetting. Like you didn't even try to run straight up the middle. You're like, no, we're just gonna put it in pistol and hope it works. That's a college play, bro. Like in college, maybe you could get away with that, but in the NFL, everyone's bigger, faster, stronger. They're gonna
Yep.
sniff that out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was just, and then you had 4 to 5 linemen on the ground. It was just,
Terrible.
it was
Terrible.
terrible. That play was terrible. And
Terrible.
then the fumble, Cole Komet blocking Leatu Latu like that wasn't a mismatch was
Mm.
crazy to me.
Yep.
Like, bro, you should be double, triple teaming Latu, bro. Come on. One person and it's a tight end? Come on. Like I would have took it better if it was one of the tackles. But you put Cole Komet on Latu, bro. You were asking to get cooked. You were asking to get Caleb to fumble like that. That was just wild, wild work. And I'll just say it now, you can't do that against Aiden Hutchinson. I bet not see Aiden Hutchinson lined up against Cole Komet because Aiden Hutchinson will feast if you do that.
Yeah.
Like I just bet not see that again. That was a dumb decision. I don't care if you felt Latu's a rookie or not. That was dumb to have Cole Komet right there. And that's why that fumble happened. It was ridiculous.
Yep.
And then I just felt like, Rome, good for Rome for having his breakout game. I'm happy for him. After all that smack that the national media tried to say about him that he can't separate and get open and all that other blah 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 mess, right? That man was cooking yesterday. I wonder how they gave that game ball up. You can't split it in half. I mean, I guess you give it to Caleb or Rome. I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
mean, I maybe you could give Caleb his touchdown pass to Cole Komet. I don't know, maybe.
Maybe.
um, and let Rome keep his touchdown pass he caught. But um, I thought Rome had a really good game. I was happy to see Cole Komet involved. It's great to see. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, thank goodness. Um, his pass blocking is not great. But even still, even though it's not great, he still shouldn't be on Latu. I'm so sorry. No tight end should be on Latu. That's like leaving Hutchinson on a tight end. You're asking for trouble when you do that. Don't do that. That's just not smart coaching.
Yep.
And then the offensive line. I mean, I felt like they played better than they have, but they still played terrible. If that is the best way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're still just, I don't know if they're out of sync or they're just struggling. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is shoo, Caleb's taking too many hits that he doesn't need to be taking. That's all I know. Like, dude, like y'all can't block for like 2 seconds. Like, what are you doing? They're just out there, I guess. Bodies collecting paychecks for me. Too many guys on the ground all the time. Do you not have stamina or something? I don't understand.
They
And
keep
then,
tripping over each other.
I mean, for real, they're tripping over each other. They're on the ground all the time. I just don't know. This team is just dysfunctional. Like you would look at the stats and think, wow, this offense had a really good day. But when you really break it down and watch the film, they were not that great. They were not great. Like a lot of that stuff came in at the end of the game. And the crazy thing about this whole game was Indianapolis gave opportunity after opportunity after opportunity for the Bears to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Literally. Like Anthony Richardson was throwing picks right at a good margin for the Bears to capitalize on and score points.
He missed 3 easy
He
throws.
missed 3 easy throws. Like he was giving the Bears ample
Yep.
opportunities to take hold of that game, and they just could not do it. It was crazy to me. I'm like, Anthony Richardson is completing 50% of his passes, and you're sitting here telling me we lost? And he threw 2 interceptions. He didn't throw any touchdowns, threw 2 interceptions, completed 50% of his passes, and his team came out winners. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. Like he played bad. And the crazy thing about this whole thing was I'm like, this is a team you can't lose to for one of those were one of the reasons I named. I'm like, Anthony Richardson's been playing horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's gonna give you the ball. And he did twice. And then didn't he fumble too? I forgot. Did he fumble too? I think he
Mm,
fumbled somewhere, right?
I
And
can't
then I
remember.
said this defense is the worst run defense in all the NFL. All you had to do was run the football. We couldn't do that. We couldn't do that. Like our run game is putrid. It's horrible. It's so putrid.
Mm-hmm.
Like DeAndre Swift, although I called it about DeAndre Swift, I'm not surprised he's struggling. Like he wasn't good in Detroit. So
Yeah, I'm
there's
sure.
that. But also, Roshan Johnson, I thought did well with the times he got, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the opportunities he got, but we just didn't run enough. I felt like this offense wasn't aggressive enough, right? And yeah, you could talk about Caleb missed throws and things like that, but I give Caleb a pass, right? He's a rookie. I said I have no expectations for Caleb. So whatever Caleb does, I do not care. I'm just going to keep that a buck. I do not care. As long as he's growing each week, which it looks like he's doing, I'm satisfied with what he does, right? This is about everybody else. Where was Khalil Herbert until like that goal line situation we were at? I
Mm.
barely saw him. Right? Why is DeAndre Carter getting more snaps than Tyler Scott? Like it's just why is he out there running routes that Tyler Scott could be running and he's a faster, speedier guy?
Mm-hmm.
Like he should be taking the reps that DeAndre Carter's getting, right? That's what he should be doing. And then Braxton Jones had an injury scare where you had to put Matt Pryor at left tackle. Thank God it was only for like a play or two, because if you would have left him over there, he would have got Caleb killed even more. I thought he was okay at right guard. I mean, I really didn't notice a difference personally, but also I think this offensive line is just terrible, terrible, terrible. Um, Coleman Shelton, still terrible. He had a couple bad snaps. If when I went through the tape, he had a couple bad snaps, and I'm just like
Put Doug
triggered,
in the game. Put Doug in there.
triggered. I'm just like, bro, like, ugh. It just, I don't know. It's just so clunky for me. The defense, I felt like played all right. I mean, until the end when they got gassed and they got tired and let Jonathan Taylor just run on them the whole way. But the time of possession was just not. It was just. It was not good. It was not good.
Well, I mean, let's go through a few of the things that you were
Mm-hmm.
talking about here. So you just ended with time possession. The Bears actually won time of possession.
They did.
So they're that's weird to me, to where we had time of possession, we just didn't capitalize on it. A lot of the time possession we had more opportunities because Anthony Richardson was not efficient most
At
of the
all.
game, and so it was a lot of three and outs with Anthony Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a few first downs here and there, but eventually they didn't let him score. I mean, we went to the halftime. What was it? What was the score at halftime?
3-0, I think.
No,
No, no,
7-0.
7-7,
7-0.
7-0. No, 7-3, right?
7-3. I think it was. Hold on. I'm gonna
7-3.
check. I check. Hold on.
I don't remember what
I
the
thought
score
we didn't
was.
score the first half.
No,
Did we?
I think we got a
Field goal?
No, it was
I don't
7-0.
remember.
It was
It
seven
was
zero.
7-0.
right,
That's what I
and then
thought.
we didn't because we missed on the Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
true. So we went to half at
Yeah.
7-0. So that's a whole half of football, right? It's a whole
Mm-hmm.
half of football, 30 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
right? Of nothing from both teams, honestly.
Yep.
You know, they they scored that one touchdown, off of a pick, right?
Right. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
scored it off
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
interception.
they let Jonathan Taylor run
Uh,
29 yards. Yeah.
so what's
Yeah.
up, Steve-O? What's up, Marche Williams?
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
My boy. Yeah.
Yeah. South Shore Slim Show.
Cracker.
See you,
Cracker news.
Kevin, everybody. So yeah, so when you're talking about time of possession, we had the ball. We just
Mm-hmm.
didn't do nothing with it. We didn't do nothing with it. And here's the reason why. Yesterday you talked about Roshan Johnson. Roshan, when he got the ball, right? He had 8 carries for 30 yards. Okay, that's not great. That's not whatever, but it looked different when he was in there.
Yep.
And when you're constantly out there and you're not doing nothing, the defense is constantly out there and working, trying to stop the other team from scoring, which they did successfully up until what, third quarter? End of the
Yeah,
third quarter.
yeah,
I'm
I
about to
would say
bring up.
fourth quarter,
So
but
oh,
yeah,
fourth
Keep
yeah,
quarter.
talking.
But,
I'm gonna bring
well,
up the tweet Nicholas Morano put out. But go
yeah,
ahead, Ray.
yeah, but I
I thought
mean,
they
it
played
just
well.
if you look at the totality of it, yeah, we didn't do dilly squat on offense. Nothing. We literally didn't do dilly squat on offense. And but go ahead, Julius. Go ahead. What's this? I don't. Let me.
So he put out a tweet earlier. He said just finished watching the Bears offense in the first half, and then he said they lined up. Caleb lined up on the center 15 times on those plays. The Bears gained 109 yards, including the two deep passing plays to Romo Doomsday that went for 47 and 27 yards. It also put Mercedes Lewis. He also put Mercedes Lewis false start in there on what did he say on one of those 50. Hold on, I'm gonna read it. I'm sorry. On 9 of those plays, those 14 plays, the Bears had two or more tight ends on the field. Roshan Johnson had 4 rushes for 15 yards when the Bears were in 12 personnel. When the Bears lined up at 13 personnel, the Bears passed it twice. The first completion was to DJ Moore for an 8-yard gain on 4th and 1. The other was an incomplete pass to Gerald Everett. The other time, the Bears lined up with 3 tight ends on the field with 4th and 1 speed option that lost 12 yards. When the Bears lined up in 11 personnel, they gained 192 yards on 28 plays, 6.85 average, including the 44-yard Hail Mary at the end and the first interception, not including the penalty yards. With the penalties that the Colts and Bears committed, Chicago gained 26 yards on 5 penalties.
Yeah, I mean, thank you, Nick. Nick Nick does a great job with CHGO. So shout out to them with Greg and everybody over there, Carm and all those guys. They all do a great job. Shout out to them for even grabbing Briggs and uh um uh
Alex Brown.
Brown,
Brian,
Briggs
yeah,
and Brown show. And you know Greg is just one of the guys. He I'm happy for him to be living his dream. And a lot of people hate on him, but that's because they're not him. So anyway, I had to get that out too. I wanted to say something about that. So if you don't know Greg Bragg, that's a good friend of mine. So anyway, you broke it down, right? So uh the coaching decisions, right?
mm-hmm.
You as a coach, this is your what, third year. What's this? This is third year.
Third year.
Third year, third
Third
year.
year.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is his third year. So in your third year, and I think we can all agree right here, you should know what you're doing if you're in the red zone
Mm-hmm.
before you
Yes.
get there. Before you score, you should know. And if you don't score, you should know, right? You should know you're
Right.
going for a field goal or you're punting, right? I mean, if you're in the red zone, you're not punting, but still, but you should know what you're doing, especially if you score. You're going for one or two.
Correct.
You should never have to call a timeout after a touchdown. Like that's insane to me. Unless you have 12 personnel on the field. Somebody messed up, right? That'll be the only reasonable answer for calling a timeout. You got too many people on the field, you don't want to get that penalty. But even then, that just knocks you out of field goal range. I mean, that knocks you out of the 2 point range. That goes back to nice a field goal, right? So let the penalty happen, but don't burn a timeout. That doesn't really hurt you. What hurt you is in the second half decision, right? Decisions in the second half, timeouts being burnt out to where we at the end of the game, but we still should have had at least 2 timeouts to stop the clock. We didn't, you
Yep.
know. So I mean, I think a lot of people are really on about that part of the coaching, but my number one thing with the coaching is you see the same problems over and over again, but you don't make any changes,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I think that when you look at an offense that runs smoothly, if you look at an offense that runs efficiently, they always average 20 to 25 runs a game.
Mm-hmm.
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 Always. Now, the really, really good offenses, we're talking Kansas City, we're talking Buffalo, we're talking uh even the Eagles, right? They average between 25 and 35 rushes a game. And
Hmm.
you know why? Because everything plays off it. It's been tested for decades. If you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. It's not the same the other way around. And I think people want to say, yeah, Caleb, he did great. Shout out to Caleb. He had 300 whatever yards, right? But
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
40 something of them was on a Hail Mary,
Yep.
right? 40
Yep.
Yeah.
something of them was on a Hail Mary. A lot of them in the fourth quarter was on a prevent defense. You're gonna
Yep.
you're gonna get yards in a prevent defense.
Yeah, I was gonna say that something about the time of possession. They ate up like 5 minutes on that drive.
Right.
Talking about it
Exactly.
on TV. I was like,
That's what
Right.
I'm saying. So I mean, it's like you're eating up a lot of time because they're in a shell uh they're in a
Defense.
shell defense. A prevent, basically they dropping four in coverage, they're dropping the linebackers and they're rushing three. Like, come on,
Right.
bro. Like, if you
Like, and
understand the
if
game
you
of
throw
football, you can see it.
52 times, I expect you to throw for over 300 yards. I'm gonna just keep
right,
that above.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So,
crazy.
And then, like Waldron, what are you doing? We the last time I was on the show, I said, let's get rid of these shotgun runs. And it seemed like today, or as you were yesterday, the shotgun runs were even worse, right?
yeah, yeah.
Was it just me, or were they
No,
worse?
it wasn't
We've been
just
saying
you.
it. I've been saying it for 3 weeks. They got the same game plan. They just keep altering it a little bit. They keep making little changes. It's like, why are y'all steady sticking with this shotgun formation?
It's
Like,
awful. It's
what are you
awful.
doing? Like,
And if you go back to your tweet you just put up with Nick had, what was the most successful?
under center.
Under center.
And it's only
Look,
because
check this out, man. I'm telling you
God,
this right
man.
now. It's a couple points, right? First of all, if you put Caleb Williams under center, the defense is at a disadvantage. You know why? Because they don't know what the hell he gonna do. And with his arm talent, you are at a disadvantage because you don't know who he's
Exactly.
throwing the ball to. He can play action. He can boot off of that. He got a whole lot of more options to just put him in the gun. So okay, you put him in the gun. Guess what happens? He starts keying on one guy. I said it last week and I said it again. They know this. They know he gets one or two guys and he will throw to them repeatedly until you make him go somewhere else. So what does the defense do? They start shading to that guy he keeps throwing to. What? Look at his
That's
pick.
how he gets his interceptions. That's
That's
how he
how
gets
he's getting
picked
his
off
pick,
every
man.
time.
He's getting
Every
picked off
time.
because the defense is cheating because they know he's gonna stick to a guy. It's happened yesterday. It happened the week before. It almost happened week one. Why are y'all putting everything on his plate and not allowing him to come along slowly? You see what I'm saying? Like, you could use Roshan. You can go on the center. You don't have to stay on the center the whole game. It's not what we're saying. But damn it, bro. Go on the center more than half the game. Run the
Exactly.
ball, bro. The offensive line clearly are struggling pass blocking
Yes,
because
they
they
are.
want to hit somebody in the mouth.
You
But
know
yet,
how an offensive line gets stronger for pass blocking?
run blocking.
Run
Because a
blocking.
lot of people don't get that. You get to talk to some of these defensive linemen, former defensive linemen, talk to some of these former offensive linemen. We got friends in our circles that played the game at high levels, right? We got people that went to Division I football schools, that played in the trenches, and they will tell you they love the trenches because that's where the game is won, right? But
Yep.
offensive linemen love to smack people. You get to smack people when you run blocking.
You run blocking.
You're playing defense basically in pass protection, right? But
Yep.
you fire off that ball, and then after a while, if you start smacking enough people when you're coming off the ball, firing off the ball with the run blocking, they're not going to rush as hard because they've been getting beat up all fucking game.
Yeah.
I don't
Hmm.
understand the thought process of changing football when football is not different. It's not.
You seen what the Colts and Texans did, right? They both did the same thing. The passing game wasn't working,
They
so
ran
they
the ball.
ran the ball.
They ran
Jonathan,
the
What?
ball.
Jonathan Taylor was so patient with his running. He would, yeah, I
Yep.
just stop for 5. Okay, well, I'll pick 3. I'll
Yeah.
get 4.
Yep.
I'm not going. Eventually, guess what? He popped what,
He
2?
popped two of them.
Two touchdowns, right?
Remember, we used to live that way. We used to live that way with Forte.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We used to live that way with Thomas Jones. We
Mhm.
used to live that way even with Demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Demo
Yeah.
was here for a couple years ago,
Mhm.
we did that because eventually he's going to pop one or
Yep.
two
Exactly.
or three.
Or the defenders are gonna start cheating up. Which guess what?
Yep.
I just said you put Caleb on the center. They start cheating up. He's gonna murder them. He's gonna chew them apart.
Right, but
But
you got to
but,
give him time. You
but
got to give him time.
you wanna showcase him. Oh, he got this great arm. Blah blah blah. And look here, man. You got 14 games left to go. Why do we need to see that now? You can wait till week 8 to show him off then. Because
I
then
mean,
by that time he gonna feel real comfortable. And then guess what? You got a problem. You got a problem. Because
how
now,
many?
hmm?
How many?
Huh?
Yesterday, you looked at the tape, Elise.
Uh huh.
I don't remember. How many design rollouts were there for Caleb?
What, 3?
Yeah, it
Might
wasn't
have
a
been
lot.
2 or 3. I
It
thought
wasn't a lot. I would say like 2 or 3. It wasn't
yeah,
a lot.
So, so, so I mean, you have a guy that has a strength, right?
Like I said, he had what 57 dropbacks
57 dropbacks with he had
with 52 times he threw. So yeah, it
so
wasn't a
yeah,
lot.
yeah. So I just want to just highlight that part of game planning, right? You have a guy with a strength. Caleb
Yep.
Williams has a strength.
Mhm.
He's a good to great pocket quarterback.
He is.
But when he ain't got time to be in the pocket, move the fucking pocket.
Right,
Why
move the
is this
pocket.
why is this so easy for fans to look at and talk about on these podcasts that everybody has a show now and and everybody has an opinion on Twitter and everybody can talk about it and we all see the same shit every week and we talk about the same shit every week. And it's been the same. We changed offensive coordinators, same stuff.
Same stuff. I tweeted this yesterday. I said different quarterbacks, same team.
I,
The
I
same garbage. It's
Same
the
team.
same garbage,
Same
bro.
part.
Bro, I tweeted
Every
out like a
year.
that little meme of a little kid hanging onto a carousel, a merry-go-round is just
Yep.
Yep.
that's Bears fans, man. We just
I
been doing
mean,
this for
We
so
on a
long.
hamster wheel, bro. We on that
But I
hamster
love
wheel.
now. Can we talk about some good stuff?
yes.
I'm getting sad
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
all
Yeah.
over.
Gervon Dexter, a dog.
Oh,
Man. Oh,
A dog.
good.
this
He's
defense.
so good.
He's so
This,
good.
Andrew Billings, too.
our
Oh my
defense
god.
When
is
he
good.
went down, I almost cried.
Me too,
Oh,
bro. Me
yeah. I was
too.
hurt.
No, I was like, please God, not Andrew,
Man, for
Bro,
real.
not Andrew
Andrew
Billings.
Billings is a beast, too.
Dog.
He like he is an Andrew Billings is the most unsung signing that Poe's had.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Without a
Absolutely.
doubt. Without a doubt, he was the most unsung, or he's the quiet one where he's that cog. It's just like when we got Akeem Hicks. Nobody was like,
Yes.
Akeem Hicks.
Yep.
Who the fuck? This motherfucker played in Canada. Like he's from Canada. What the woo. Next thing you know, he Akeem Hicks.
He the
Yep.
engine.
You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it's one of them. I think that's going to be a good thing. But Javon, I really want to talk about the fact that we have a rookie quarterback
Mm-hmm.
who can walk to the line and can change plays
I mean,
and be successful.
I expect all pros to be able to do that. So,
Well, I mean, I get it,
I
but
guess.
a lot of coordinators don't give quarterbacks freedom. We know this. We know
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't give
yeah,
them
yeah.
freedom.
No, we don't. They don't.
But
It
Caleb
doesn't
has
mean that they can't do it. It just means that
they don't have
some people have to have control. So
Yep.
some coordinators ain't gonna get
And
it.
so that's
That control.
but at the same time, Waldron has given him some keys to the car.
Mm-hmm.
Or let him drive a little bit while he's he got his permit basically. Caleb got his permit. He can drive.
They need to give him his driver's license.
Yeah, but at the same time, you got to give him the right vehicle too. He's still
Yeah.
driving around in a Pinto because of the offensive line.
He need
He's a race car driver in a fucking in a Chrysler fucking
man.
the Baron. You know what I'm saying? Like legit, man. Like, but he can do it. Like I saw him do it a few times yesterday. He'll be in a play, he'll check out of it, and you'll see him check. He does his movements, he calls it out, so on and so forth. They run the play, they get yards. A couple times it was to Cole Kmet. I think he knows he needs Cole.
Duh.
No, for real.
He does.
I think I think he understands he needs Cole Kmet in order to be successful on the football field. It's
Yes.
almost like he knew, like, let me get 85 in the game.
I
We
was
got to
so,
get him.
so happy to see. I'm
Yeah.
like, this needs to happen the rest of the season. Like, I should not be
How
seeing
can
Cole
you have
Komet.
a guy? How can you have a guy like Cole Kmet on your team, and all you're doing is run blocking with him, and you're
Exactly.
not getting him the football? I don't understand it.
I don't get it either, Ray. I do
But
not.
I mean, we saw it. I'm glad we saw it yesterday. But you're not going to beat the Rams and not throw to your tight end.
That's another thing. Now the Rams game is a must win, in
Oh, the
my
Rams is
opinion.
good, man. Hey,
Like the
if you
Rams,
think it, yeah, all
And
the
I
people
and
said it
I
was an
agree with
easy
you.
win. Nope,
ugh. Like and
nope.
the Rams won ugly yesterday against the Niners. They won ugly.
They
Like
walked them down. They walked the Niners down, bro.
Yeah. So I mean,
and they're injured
Without,
bad.
without they
They're
two top
injured bad.
receivers, they are bad.
They are injured bad, and they walked out with a victory yesterday.
walked them boys down at home.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
good stuff. Odunze,
Yes, he did. He
that's
Yes,
looked
good
good.
stuff.
yes, I talked about Odunze.
Yep.
Caleb was good, but them interceptions, people want to make excuses for him. Make excuses for him. He's a rookie. Please make excuses for him. Stop trying to be like he's not a rookie. You wanted to come into the league. You wanted us to, a lot of people. I think a lot of people who were the ones banging the table for Caleb are also the ones now, like, ready to jump off a bridge because he's not doing what they thought he was going to do. No, legit. I'm not even bullshitting.
No, I know you're not. After them
Yeah,
last.
You're not. You're
you're
not.
some of the guys online that we've come across over the last however many months,
Hmm.
they're the ones that's ready to just go, oh, get him. He's not. We should have stayed. All that. And that's like,
Hmm.
no matter what you are, you're still a rookie. You're coming into a level above where you just came from. I don't give a damn what you do in life. There's a learning curve when you move up into anything. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So people have to be patient because he's going to be good. You can see it. You can see he has the talent. He has the
Yep.
mind for it. You just don't want him to get shell shocked.
All these dudes have talent.
Yeah.
It's
They
how
do.
you use that talent.
I use it. Yep.
Really, it's how
But
you
just
use
like I
that talent.
said, a lot of people say the Bears are gonna ruin Caleb. I
I
don't know.
mean,
I don't know if he can be ruined, but I know he can
Uh,
start seeing
we
shadows.
we could say that. We could say that now, but we just don't know. We have to see how this plays out. I mean, let's say hypothetically, right? They fire Eberflus and Ryan Poles at the end of the season. Now you're asking this kid to learn a whole new system his second year
Yep.
again.
Again.
That's what I'm saying. Like, mm,
I don't see
Hamster
that.
wheel.
I don't
Hamster
see
wheel.
that happening. I just
I
don't.
mean,
I don't
we can
see.
say that because
uh,
we're not in that position. We
Well,
can
put it
say
like
that because we're
this:
It's
not in
gonna
that
happen.
position.
Hey, I'll
we
tell you.
talked about it. We talked about it before the draft. They bought themselves some more years.
I can't
I
even
don't believe that.
necessarily
I
say
don't
that.
believe that.
I can't
I
say
don't believe
that.
that. I'm not with. I'm not. Hey, I might be in a minority. I don't believe that. Nope.
Yeah, I
Don't.
can't say that either.
I just don't.
Okay.
I got my me and at least me and AJ talk about it. I got my own little what I think is really going on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just say
I
this.
can't say they bought themselves more years.
I'm gonna
I
say
can't say that.
Kevin Warren. I don't think he agreed to it.
Yeah, I think Kevin Warren expects a certain level, and if they don't meet that level, I would not be shocked if they're gone. That's all I'm going to say.
Well, you
Especially
guys.
especially Flus. I think
Especially Flus.
Flus ain't got a lot. I think
Well,
Poles bought himself a little bit more time, but Flus now it's
well,
on.
you got.
Yeah,
You got. You got. You guys follow it more closely than I do. Trust me when I tell you, you guys follow it more closely. Like I watch the games,
Not as much as we used to.
and I might catch I might catch a couple breakdowns of the throws from if it's Dan Orlowski or Chase Daniels or
right.
it doesn't matter whatever these guys the QB guys when
Yeah,
they
QB school or
yeah
whatever.
I
What's his
watch
name?
JT all that good stuff, but I don't follow the Bears like I used to.
Well,
You know,
I feel like now it's kind of like common sense. Like you kind of look at the Panthers, right? Like it's easy to say, "Oh, they're not going to bench Bryce." They bench Bryce. Why? Because Bryce just wasn't getting the job done.
He
If
was.
Kevin Warren feels like Ryan Poles and Matt Eberflus aren't getting the job done, he's not gonna have any issues being like it just didn't work out. You're gone, right? Like at the end of the day, it's about results, and right now the results aren't good. They're
I
not.
just I don't know how you feel about it, Elise, and I know you, Julius, but I don't know if the the hot seat is even warm. That's just how I feel about it. Y'all feel the one way. I don't think it's hot. I don't even think it's warm. Maybe Fluke's got a little simmer going, but
I would say
Pose,
Flus has more of a hot
oh,
seat than Ryan
Pose,
Poles.
Yeah. I don't think Poles had
yeah,
hot seat yet.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. I
I
Now,
think
think
I
Flus
think we got to
definitely
make sure
does though. I
we got
I
think
to
don't.
Flus definitely does.
separate that.
I don't think Poles is gone regardless this year. But I do think if the team underachieves, he's definitely on the hot seat next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Flus is gone. If they
Flus,
underachieve, he's
right?
gone.
If they
It's over.
underachieve, Flus is gone. I
He's out of
promise
here.
you.
He's out of here. There's no. He is not. No, they're not
I,
giving him another season. There's
Right?
no way they're keeping him if they
There's no
underachieve.
way.
Now,
I
Poles
think
gets
that
another chance because of
Pose Pose is here for the next 2-3 years. I'll put it like
nah,
that.
hell no.
But
Nah, I
then,
wouldn't say that.
but
I agree
then,
with Julius.
yeah, I think, like I said, I think that and correct. Kevin is you know, echoing what I'm saying. I think Caleb is. I think he's uber confident. We saw it on Hard
I'm not
Knocks.
saying he
I don't.
isn't, but I have seen him kind of crack a little bit.
I'm not gonna
Watch
Well,
his
say I'm not gonna
presses and
say you
stuff.
can't ruin Caleb because
Right? I can't sit
there was
here and
no way.
definitively say that.
Nobody thought the Houston Texans ruined David Carr, and
Yeah, they did.
he was one of the most confident people when he came into the league.
mm,
They ruined that man. He talked about it. They ruined him. So
yeah.
I can't say
Well, yeah,
you can't ruin him. Is it
yeah,
gonna? Does he have more moxie than most people? Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So it's not gonna be as easy as normal people, but can't ruin him. No, I
Yeah,
don't.
I
I
can't
don't.
say
I'm
they
not
can't
going.
do that.
Can't ruin.
yeah.
Hell no. You
It-
can ruin. Anybody can get ruined. It just depends on the situation.
Understood.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? I
Understood.
feel like that's just that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Good. Jalen Johnson made a attempt to uh what's the word I'm looking for? He tried to make a play and got burnt because he understood the situation. It was
Yeah,
third and 9 or whatever,
Yep.
3rd and 8, and he broke down at the sticks.
he did.
And people wanted
Yeah.
to jump. Man, I thought he's supposed to be a shutdown corner. Everybody, wait, that ain't what shortcut. Like,
One
come
play.
on, folks. Like, are you
It was
kidding
one
me?
play. People need to calm
And
down.
then,
It was
and
one
then,
play.
did you hear his name get called the rest of the game?
No.
No.
Exactly, exactly. So shut
I
that
mean,
shit up.
Sauce Gardner was getting towed up by the Niners.
Exactly. Against the Niners, he was
And
getting
he's rated
cooked.
the number one cornerback. He's getting smoked against the Niners.
That's
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
Y'all,
was.
saying.
y'all talk about
Yeah,
him.
he was.
Yeah,
That
he
man
was.
got cooked over and over, and they was questioning whether he wanted to
Bro,
tackle.
I saw Sertan getting cooked week 2. I was
Yeah,
like, good Lord, Sertan.
Yeah, so I don't get it. I don't understand. This instant gratification generation blows my mind.
It's
ridiculous.
Like,
ridiculous.
you can't sit up here and say Jalen Johnson is one of the best cornerbacks in the league. He gives up one deep shot, and now, oh, yeah, I thought he was. Yeah. Shut up.
Right.
But
Like,
I did.
legit, you didn't see nothing else happen on his side of the football. The rest.
I call those box score
Yeah,
watchers,
I-
Ray. They don't actually appreciate or
Yeah.
break down the game or use context. They just like the little stat sheet, what the stat sheet says. Bro, if you're living off the stat sheet, I'm not having a conversation with you. I'm just gonna keep that above.
And
If you
so,
want
not
to
a,
talk the
not a,
real game, let's go. But if you're just
not
gonna
a.
box score watch, I'm not interested.
There is,
I'm not wasting energy.
there is two people that teams are picking on now. Now, ain't our defense is really good, but they are picking on Edwards and Stevenson.
Yes.
well, yeah, they're going to.
Hey,
They're going to because they have no
they,
other place to go.
yeah, they have nowhere to go. So if you
Yeah.
want to look at any
And if you
you're
get
looking at any weaknesses, is them two in pass coverage, and they are
Yep.
trying to exploit them bad. But
and the
they have a lot of help though.
the only reason they're even getting exploited is because we're still not getting the pass rush that
Facts.
we're getting.
Yeah.
And that's fine. We're going to get there. We've been getting. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate you. The pass rush is not getting there, but also the offensive line that the Colts have, they're not no scrubs.
They're not. They're one
No,
of the best in the league.
Exactly. So I
They're
think
one of the
you have
best
to.
in the league.
Football is minutia. Like it's a lot of shit going on to win a football game.
That's why it's so crazy to me that they're not better than they are. Like that offensive line is nice. And
they are.
Anthony
They are.
Richardson blows their chances every game, bro. I'm
Yo,
like,
for
wow.
real. But
Like it's so crazy.
I
I'm
like
like,
how
their
they
whole line has so much
yeah
potential, and it's being ruined, bro.
I loved how they pulled Quentin Nelson on that play with Jonathan Taylor sealed the game.
Yes,
Yeah, but I mean, it says,
They used their best lineman. Said, okay, you ain't stopping him, and
right.
Taylor's coming right behind him.
And Taylor
Game.
said, whoop, boom,
but I mean,
and
like
He
ran
could have
right through.
walked to the first down.
Man,
that's what I'm saying. There's different elements to things that people can't
Mhm.
like. You can't overlook stuff in football like that. You can't overlook the fact we didn't get home on some sacks because no, they got good players on that offensive line.
They
They
do.
ran the ball in the fourth quarter because those hogs still had some juice in their back, and they was getting to them linebackers and sealing them off. Like you can't sit up there in one hand like, oh, we're one of the great best defenses, and then keep them out there on situational football, right?
Yep.
And have them tired because you can't
exactly.
do shit on offense.
That penalty hurt though. That fourth down penalty.
Yeah, that penalty was
Which
I
one was
awful.
think
that?
the one that where they the Bears they called them what is it, neutral zone or outside?
Neutral. It
Oh,
was
yeah, the neutral
offside.
infraction. Yeah.
Yeah, neutral zone.
That was
Yeah,
whack.
that one killed him. That
That
was
was whack.
bad.
That's what changed the game right there.
Yeah, but
Yep,
they the center did lift his head up, but he could
He
lift
did.
his head up.
he
He did.
did.
They talked about it. They was like, how do you call that on the Bears when he clearly lifted his head?
Yeah.
Yep.
How did they miss that? And I mean, hey, it happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's just I don't know,
The
man.
refs ain't perfect.
I want the Bears to be more balanced because
Yes.
if you look, I was just looking at Detroit's box score from yesterday, right? So the week before, Jared Goff threw for 307 yards on 57 passes.
55 times.
55. Okay, 55.
It was
He threw
awful.
23 times yesterday. They ran the ball. Montgomery and Gibbs alone they had 39 attempts.
There you go.
And they won that game, right, Julius? Did
Yeah.
they win?
Game 20-13. Yep, sure did.
There you
Did they
go.
win the last week when Jared Goff threw 55 times?
No, they
Okay.
did not.
I was just checking. I was just
Oh, and
wondering.
then here's another one. Here's another one. Kansas City, right? Since we love to talk about Mahomes, everybody loves to bring up Mahomes, right?
Mahomes.
Mahomes was 26-39 for 217 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception. He didn't get sacked. They ran the ball for 33 times.
And that was without Isaiah Pacheco, by the way.
They
All,
balanced.
And
all, I'm,
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They haven't had their two good backs
all
this
I'm
week.
saying is
Balance.
balance is but it's just an emphasis on what works.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get success from your offense week in, week out? You
Run the
have to
ball.
have
Look at what the Chargers are doing.
you
Yes.
have to
You
have
see the Chargers. Do they ask Justin Herbert to throw 40
and
times?
even
No.
even in that, Jared Goff is probably under center 75% of the time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he is. Yes, he
And
is.
and here's the other thing. Everything looks the same in Detroit.
The same. Oh my God.
Yep.
Everything looks the same.
That's what I was trying to say.
They run 12 personnel mostly the whole fucking game.
You don't
Yep.
know what they're gonna do. You don't know
Nope.
what they're gonna do.
And
Yes.
it looks the same. Everything
Green Bay does that too.
that the game that's right there, the game that's right there that we have as a background. Me and Kevin was watching that game, and everything Detroit did looked the fucking same.
The same, bro.
Yep.
Run to the left looks the same. Run to the right looks the same.
Play
The
action.
play
Looks
action
the same.
looks the
Did
same.
y'all see the Ravens game yesterday?
Yep.
The Ravens tried to throw the ball the first two games. Lost. Derrick Henry ran for 20. He ran for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns on 25 attempts.
Exactly. Need to be
And
running
I
the
told
football.
my boy this. I said, hey, I bet you the Ravens run the ball next week. And guess what happened?
Ran
They
the
ran
ball.
all
the
over
football.
Dallas. They had too much time
But-
left. That's the
but
only reason
when you-
Dallas came back, because they had so much time left. They was dominating them dudes.
If you look at it, Roshan, when they ran the ball with Roshan, it was on the center. We
Mhm.
already discussed it, but
Yep.
it's always a punch up the middle. Sheldon can block. He can run block.
Yes,
Jenkins can
Yes,
run block.
all of them can.
all of them can.
I don't understand why we don't. I don't know, man. This is
I
just
said it, man. They
I'm
want to
with you,
they want
bro.
to showcase. They want to put the young man out there to show off his talent.
I
And
do
that
not
okay,
care.
fine,
I want to win
but
the football game. Good
win the
Lord.
game. And I guarantee he wants to win the game more than just showing his arm off. He could do that later. He want
Right.
to
There's a
win. You
time
don't
and a
see that
place
going
for
man
to.
that.
frustrated? He frustrated as hell. He want to win the game.
There's a
I
time and a place for that. Believe me. Okay.
yeah.
He
Believe
can.
me.
He can win. He can win. Uh, a good majority of his games just by running the football.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe like we talked about before, maybe as we get through the first quarter of football, I like to use what Lovey used to do. We're in the first quarter of football, right?
Mhm, mhm.
Next week we're in the first quarter, right?
Yep.
I maybe after the first quarter they give him a little bit more responsibility of play calling, and he checks out of some of these dumbass runs and
Yeah,
dumbass passes and runs it.
that
You
would
know,
be awesome.
He
How
needs
about
to.
we never have Carter blocking a defensive end? How
Man,
about
Yeah, that was dumb.
that?
stupid, bro. What is
Like,
he
So
doing?
stupid.
who said that was a good idea?
Lord, I
That
don't
was one
know.
of the worst things I saw yesterday. I I I I
Mm, mm, mm.
I
Oh,
rewound that. I rewound that probably four
bro.
times to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. I was like, is that? I got up out my chair, right?
It was
I
Carter,
set my
bro.
drink down, put my glasses on, and walked up to my 70-inch TV to make sure, is that Carter blocking
Yeah.
a deep? I threw my hands up and said, you know what?
Yeah,
Bro, that was like when I
he is.
watched Cole Komet try to block Latu, bro.
He
I'm
is
like, you
predictable,
asked for
Gonzo.
that.
He is. He is. Right now, he's predictable. He is.
Yeah,
I
He's very
100% agree.
predictable.
yeah.
Very.
So I'm gonna ask y'all this. So I was thinking about our division, and you look at it, right? So you got
Uh-huh.
Green Bay, who Malik Willis looked like a good number two.
He
Well,
looked reincarnated.
He looked good. He looked like what people said he could coming out of college. That's what he
Yeah.
looked like right now, right?
Yeah.
coaching,
Huh?
Hey, you're
coaching,
loud, Ray. You're
Oh,
loud.
okay. Hold
Calm
on.
that down.
So
Calm
coaching.
that
so
down.
what? Okay, so we're gonna move to Minnesota, who's 3-0, which nobody thought
Why
they
is
would.
Sam Darnold look like he's
Coaching.
fat? Hey,
Sam
you're
Darnold.
loud.
Then you go to Detroit.
Hey,
Detroit.
Jared Goff.
Hey, guess what? They should be 3-0, right?
They
They
should be.
decided to throw the ball like crazy last week.
Uh,
Lost. So
don't
guess what they
don't
did
look at
this
me,
week?
bro. They should
Run
be
the
3 and
ball.
0. I'm pissed
Please,
off.
They 2-1. What the
please,
Bears do? We 1-2 because we want to throw the ball.
What's
please,
up?
What did Ray say? Coaching.
coaching,
Hate that word. I'm getting to hate that word so bad.
I
coaching.
mean, hey,
But
Gonzo,
no,
it's
it's,
fine.
it's
You could. I
I
don't
know,
mind you
I
disagreeing.
know it's true.
I'm just saying
It's true. It's just
what I
it's
think.
funny to me because Bears fans don't like to use coaching as the problem. Usually it's the players that's the problem. I've been hearing how DJ Moore ain't this, Darnell Wright ain't this, Tevin Jacobs ain't this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, your real problem is your coaching staff. Your coaching staff is trash.
coaching.
Coaching.
But every time
And when we
I
take,
go on Bears Twitter, it's some other player's fault
but
instead of the coaching.
when we talk about when let me just make sure that everybody understands when I say coaching, and I'm yelling in the microphone because I've been saying it for fucking since we started our podcast at least what 4 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever, however long,
3 years. How
whatever
long
it
has it
was.
been? Three
Whenever we
years?
started,
3 years.
when we first started the juke joint, I've been saying the same thing, right? It's a difference in coaches developing. That's why you have multiple people on the
Exactly.
coaching staff in every room, right?
Mhm.
Some
Mm-hmm.
coaches are just there to make sure you know how to run this specific route this specific way. You know
Right.
how to hit this hole when your play is called and make sure you follow the blockers this specific way. The other part of coaching, right? The other part of coaching is putting these players you've developed in the best position to win,
Absolutely.
whatever they're going to be doing. Can
You're
you?
asking too much, Ray.
No,
They
no,
just
no.
need
Can,
they just need to go out there and execute the
well,
offense. You're
because
asking too much.
some people believe that talent overcomes coaching. I
which is not
I
absolutely,
true.
don't agree with that.
I
I
don't agree with that.
absolutely disagree with
I
that.
disagree with that
You
as
can
well.
you can have the most talented player in the world, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, on your team,
Uh
right?
huh.
And you won't win nothing.
They
You know
didn't
why?
for the first
I
You
what
know why?
several years.
Because the coaching was wrong. They
I
Hmm.
did
would
they
right.
didn't have the right coach in place. But then all of a sudden, they finally decided to go to Jackson.
Phil Jackson,
Jackson, Phil Jackson. They
Mm-hmm.
implement the greatest
Triangle.
offensive scheme
that
that people
triangle offense.
they implemented, and then the players bought into it, and they were in the position to win every time because the talent was finally in a position to make plays
Let me.
on a
So
consistent basis.
so I brought this up when I was going back and forth with one of our compadres, Duke. Keep saying talent over coaching, right? Well, what happened with Detroit when they had Matthew Stafford? Remember, people was questioning whether he could
Mm.
take you to the promised land, right? Am I wrong, Elise? How
No,
many
see
years
this,
was?
and I think
Hold on,
that's
hold on. Let me
why I.
finish. Let me add. Let me fit. I'm gonna let you go. I just want you. How many years was Detroit good in that time Matthew Stafford was there? It wasn't a lot, right?
Two.
Right. So then he leaves, goes to a better coaching situation, a better team, and he wins a Super Bowl. We all knew he was good. There was people saying he's not good at the winning Super Bowl. I was like, y'all crazy as hell. This man
He's
is doing
talented.
nothing with crap.
And then he
You put him
lost
on a
Calvin
good
and kept
team?
going. He
Come
lost
on,
Calvin and
man.
kept going.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
Lee. Go ahead. But go ahead.
shout out to Kevin. I couldn't remember Tex Winner's name. Thank you. I couldn't,
Text me. Yeah.
as I was going, I couldn't remember Tex.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
why
just had to get that off real quick.
I know
But
you did, bro.
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Elise. I'm sorry.
But I think that's why for me, the stats just don't matter. I said this with Matthew Stafford. So for me, my whole perspective is different. Okay, you put up numbers, cute. Did you win the football game? Because if you ain't winning games, I could care less, bro. I really could care less, right? Like as much as I rag on Jared Goff, he's at least winning football games. He's putting the Lions in positions to make the playoffs and run deep into the playoffs. Matthew Stafford couldn't do that. Did he have to
Mm.
leave? Yes. Did I want him to leave? No. But at the end of the day, I got tired of watching him put up 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns every year and end up mounting to nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like that like the whole goal, what I want for my teams, I want them to win championships. How are they going to do that if you just care about stats and box scores?
Mm-hmm.
Why why are coaches here though? Like if you don't need them, why are
Right.
they
If
there?
if you don't need them in talent and you think talent could overcome that, then why are they here? What's the point of having them?
It's
This
a it's a reason the Steelers
I
are
guess they're
still
just
winning.
there to stand there and look good.
The Steelers are still winning. You can say what you want to say. They ain't been out the second round in 10 years. Who cares? Guess what?
they
They
make
in the playoffs every year. Damn
Yeah,
them.
why? Why is that, bro? This man had,
who
bro.
hold on.
Let me stop.
I,
Mike Tomlin had bums at quarterback last year. He went through three different quarterbacks last year and still made the playoffs. What? Like that's not. How do you do that? How do you even do that? How
I
do you even do that? He's 3-0 with his backup quarterback right now. Like what?
Yeah, their defense is
No.
good, but you still got to make plays.
You
Still got
still
to
got to
make
make
plays.
plays on offense.
Still
You
got to
still
make
got to
plays
do
on
that.
offense. We know that very well as Chicago fans. Yeah, our defense
Right.
be great as hell, but if our offense ain't make a play, we was dead in the water, man. Dead in the water.
Literally. Literally. We saw that we literally saw that yesterday. The defense was fine in my opinion. I thought they were good again this week. But the offense couldn't get anything going. And so it was like, all right. I mean, you look at Green Bay, right? They're they're winning with their backup quarterback too.
Absolutely.
Okay, like, bro, how,
Complimentary football. That's what they do.
how?
so who's the coach in Philadelphia?
Nick
Uh,
Sirianni.
Nick Sirianni. Yeah.
He's been there how long? What, 5 years?
3 years, two, three
Four,
years, three,
Okay.
4. It's
four. I
been a
think. I
minute.
think this is fourth year. I think this is
Okay.
fourth
Fourth
year.
year,
Okay.
4th year. I think he did come a year before Eberflus, so fourth year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay, who's coaching down there? I know
Todd
luckily,
Bowles,
Ty Bowles.
but he took over right after, so it
Arians.
really, huh?
Arians.
But
He
it's
took
still,
over Arians.
but
Yeah.
he was the defensive coordinator for Arians too, right?
Yes,
Correct.
So then
Yes.
there's really not a change.
No,
Just move up, right? Okay, cool.
nope.
I'm just making a point here. Who's the coach for the Rams?
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
We don't have to talk about that no more, right? He's
Nope.
been there what 5, 6 years now?
Nah, he been there
Yep.
almost 10.
Almost
Yeah,
10 years.
almost 10.
Seven,
Oh,
7 now, 7, 8, right?
Yeah,
okay,
7
Yeah,
or
yeah,
8. He been
yeah,
there
okay,
a
something like
minute.
that. Yeah, he been
good,
there a
good.
good.
And Dan Campbell, he might be the youngest one on here.
4 years,
Okay,
right? Is Dan 4? Is
Dan's
it 4
4.
years?
Dan's
4 years.
okay,
4. This is 4th year.
okay.
This is 4th year.
Green Bay,
Hmm.
Matt
Matt
LaFleur.
LaFleur.
he's
Matt
been
LaFleur.
there a good minute,
He's been there
Six, six
six,
or
7 years.
seven,
six,
six or
six,
seven,
I think.
Mhm.
something like that.
Went
Oh,
6, I think.
It might
okay,
be six. It might be
all
six.
right.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, Dallas.
McCarthy's been there the last 3. This is third year, right?
Okay,
McCarthy.
This is third year.
He's been there since he left Green Bay.
But
When
he
did
went
he
there.
leave Green Bay?
But remember he went there. He was what's his
defensive
name? He
coordinator,
was what's the name's offensive coordinator.
offensive coordinator.
What
Oh
was it?
yeah, that's right. Jason Garrett.
Yeah,
He
he
was
was Jason
there.
Garrett's offensive coordinator. Then
So,
they made him the coach.
so it's really nothing changed right there, right?
Right.
What was the point of me reading that off? Because that was your NFC playoffs last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Long tenure coaches tend to have success, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Kansas City,
Andy Reid.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah, Mike
Buffalo.
Tomlin been there 20 years.
Oh,
I feel like he's aged
I'm
as
gonna
I
say
age.
We
something.
say these same
I'm gonna
teams
say
for
this.
the last five years. We've been seeing the same teams in the playoffs.
I disagree, Gonzo.
Hold on, I'm gonna say
I'm
something
gonna
about
be
this
real.
because I
I
people,
disagree.
people keep bringing this up, right? He
Right,
has
I
the same flaws.
disagree. That
One,
this
I
how
don't.
I know. This how I know Bears fans are scored lovers.
One, I
Because if
don't
you
agree with
actually
that.
watch the games, which I do because I have red zone and all that. If you actually watch the games, he's definitely different. It is
But
not the
this is
same.
my problem
It's
with
not the
that,
same.
right? Even
His
if he
footwork's
does,
much better. He's actually staying in the pocket a lot more. He's going through his reads a lot better. Stop with
but
that bullshit.
even if he has the same flaws, for the sake
He
of argument,
doesn't.
right? Even if he did, they still winning with him. They still winning.
That's
Yeah,
what
you can
score
take him out
lovers
and put
say.
Russell in, they still gonna win, but it doesn't matter though. Because they allowing him to they are not asking him to go win the game. They just saying don't lose the game.
He's not
And he
taking
made the play.
unnecessary
And guess
sacks
what?
either, and
Guess
he's
what?
not turning the ball over.
That
That's
play
lies
that
out there.
Austin sealed the game. Calvin Austin, that 55-yard touchdown. Guess where he caught it at? Middle of the field.
Middle of the field with anticipation. See, this is how I know you bums
No,
do
no,
not like
I
watching the
think
game.
people are going to say that he didn't throw the anticipation on that throw. At least
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
they're
he
going
I
to
did.
say
watched the game. I watched the play.
they're
Yeah,
going
he
to say
did.
they're going to say he was a tick too late. It should
He
have
It
was
been
don't
there
matter.
not.
He
faster.
threw
He
it in
was
the
not.
middle, Ray, and he gave his guy
He
Austin a
literally
chance to
threw.
make a
He
play.
literally threw that behind George Pickett's head before Calvin Austin even broke out of his break.
Yeah. And Calvin Austin said, I'm out of here.
Right.
Yeah.
They talked about it. He was like that thing was thrown behind George Pickett's head before I even left my break.
They show I saw another throw.
And it was a bullet.
It was a bullet. It was a dot too.
Did y'all see the one with Fryer move
Oh
drop the
yeah,
ball?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh my, he threw that between two dudes.
I said, bro, I said that was a
So
dangerous.
I mean,
throw.
I don't think we need to rehash the whole Philistines. I
Yeah,
think
no, we're not.
the three of us, we talked in the off season about it.
I
And
just
I
don't
said
like
my
people
piece, and I
lying out
don't
here.
even talk about
That's
Jimmy
all.
anymore.
I just
I
don't like
wish him
people.
the best. I want him to fucking be the
Me
best.
too. I want the
team with
4th
Mike
round
Tomlin.
pick.
Yeah, we normally don't. We try to stay away from it
Yeah.
because it's like
It's
people had their opinions.
it's
It's
a
like, well, that's
toxicity.
fine. Yeah,
And
I
like
don't.
people like keep going back and forth about it. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Like that's
I
no
just,
point.
Like
I just like.
I'm with that. I just don't like people lying. Like
I
if
just
you're
don't
not
like.
watching the games, just say that. But
I,
don't sit here and say that he's this, and this, and this, and you're not clearly watching the games. So that's how I feel about it. Also, I want him to do well because I also want the 4th round pick. So good for
Hell
him.
yeah, that 4th round pick is
That
gonna be
4th round
nice.
pick will be nice, but I'm not gonna sit here and let people lie about what he is and isn't doing. That's just
I mean,
crazy. No,
and like I said, he's doing what they asked him to do.
exactly.
There's a
Like
difference if you're doing what the team asks you to do. I like somebody to ask Mike Tomlin how he feels about it, and then he says it. I want people
right,
to really like. You can't if Mike Tomlin says, "Hey, he's doing what he's supposed to," you can't sit here and turn around and say he's lying. What?
right.
like Like, why would
Right?
he
No,
lie? Like,
Yeah,
no,
come on,
no,
bro.
because
Julius.
I'm Mike
Julius, Coach
Tomlin.
All
Coach
right,
Tomlin's lying. You
all
can't
right.
believe that man.
He's lying. He's
He's
what?
lying.
He's 3-0. Why would he lie? Like, he's 3-0. He gonna lie?
I,
Yeah, no, he's not doing it. Come on,
I
man.
don't know, man. It's just it's always funny to me to hear like the conversations. I go into spaces still with some of the guys and be hearing the conversations. I
I
just be
don't be
like,
going no more. Nope.
I'd be
I
like,
don't
oh
even
my
fool
God.
with that no more.
I
I
was like,
don't.
man, I can't understand the concepts of the thought, the logical thinking is like it's becoming a lost
Lost
art.
art. Yeah.
It's
Yep.
like it's like
Totally.
if it doesn't feel good, it doesn't make sense to people.
Exactly.
Like if it doesn't feel good, it don't make sense. Like if it doesn't make me happy right now, I don't like it. Like come on, man.
Exactly.
Like that's not how that's not how the world works. That's not how life works.
Ah!
It's not.
Gonzo, just turn the tape
I
on,
mean, but
Gonzo.
okay, all right.
Turn the tape on, Gonzo.
I give you one thing. There's really been one quarterback that likes to throw over the middle. That's Tom Brady, consistently. But that's because he knew he could. Because guess what? He had Gronk and Aaron Hernandez
Gronk.
wasn't killing people, so he
He
could
was
throw over the
killing
middle.
people. He's just a different
He
way.
was throwing the middle. Like this, is what I'm talking
Like
about.
you
Turn
could
the
do that
tape
when you have
on.
a tight end. You
Hey,
could.
hey,
Why
but
do you
look,
think Joe Montana was successful? He wasn't successful because
hey,
he didn't have no tight end. He
if
had
you
Dwight
pull up the
Clark.
pass chart from yesterday, the three passes across the middle for Caleb was to who?
Cole
So
Komet.
commit. Whose passes over middle do Mahomes go to? Say
Travis
somebody else.
Kelsey.
Yeah,
I'm gonna slap
come on, man.
Fields went to
you.
Fryer move.
You got a
Like,
good
come
tight
on,
end.
dog.
You can go over the middle all game
Exactly,
long.
bro.
If you know what I'm saying?
All day.
So I think that the expectations for next.
If you did, Gonzo, you wouldn't be embarrassing yourself right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, continue.
So yeah, the
Uh,
Bears versus Rams.
here's how I go into every week. I expect nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
At this point, you can't expect anything.
I just watch it to see what they're going to do. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to joke. I'm going to cry. I'm going to yell. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to sit down.
It's
I'm going to go
the
through the
best
whole
feeling in the
rigmarole.
world, Ray. I tell you, it's the
I'm going to
best
go through
feeling
the.
when I don't have any expectations and I
I
could
got
just
none.
watch the game and be like, you know what? I may be mad right now, but I'm really not because I didn't expect anything anyway. So
Like I have to say that my only expectation on this football team is to see the defense play well. That's my only.
right,
With the Chicago
exactly.
Bears,
That's
I,
why I be watching the
that's all I
defense.
care. I just want defense. I want defense. I want to watch Kyler Gordon fly around. I want to watch Jalen Johnson do his thing. I want to
Yep.
see what Billings do up in the middle.
Gervon.
Javon Dexter doing what he does. I want to see Pickens come in every now and again and do something.
Yep.
Yep.
52. I always forget his name. I want to see.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Daryl Taylor.
Daryl Taylor. He
Something
got
like
hurt.
that.
He got hurt, but came
Yeah,
right back.
Yeah.
Uh, the Austin Booker made a play or two yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Sam,
Booker
You know,
he looked nice yesterday.
so I mean, like,
Sanborn.
there's a
I'm
Sam
oh
Goat.
your
Did
boy
you
Sam.
see that first play with Sam
yeah,
Goat, bro?
hell yeah.
I
I was
That
wrote
like,
it.
was crazy.
I was like,
Down in
thank
my
God
phone.
he's
I
still
said,
Bro,
here.
make
did you
sure
see that play with Sango? I
hey,
was ecstatic, bro.
Elise, I wrote it in my phone. I
I
said, make
was
sure that I
ecstatic.
say something about your boy because at the goal line when he made that play, I said, I know Elise is
Like
probably somewhere fucking.
I was ecstatic.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So
Who's on the Tape Never Lies network?
Don't worry about Gonzo just talking. Let him talk to himself. Let him talk to
Jazz
himself.
is funny because you know me and Elise didn't have no expectations, Jazz.
Right. Yeah, Jazz, stop it. You know that.
yeah, yeah, I don't know who they got over there, but it doesn't matter. Just watch what you're gonna watch. I mean, I watch.
Right.
I don't
That's what I'm
watch.
saying.
I
Just
don't.
talk to
I don't
yourself.
have all 22, but I watch tape because
I
I
do.
watch breakdowns of quarterbacks breaking down quarterbacks. So it is what it is.
mean, I look at it. I don't, like you said, I don't have all 22, but
I don't do that.
when I'm watching the game, I watch it differently now. Like I ain't even really Caleb is nice, but I ain't gonna lie. I've been catching myself watching the line play the trenches. Like I
Me
ain't gonna
too.
lie. That shit is exciting.
Bro, I be watching the defense. I literally almost cried when I saw that Jack Sanborn play yesterday.
Yeah,
I think that makes you a more objective host or makes you a better, somebody that's speaking on the game. if you go into it without all the fandom. I had to learn that. I had to
Yeah,
learn that, and I and I,
yeah.
and I thank the Chicago White Sox for molding me into this type of
Yo,
person.
Man,
I'm
you
so
have to
sorry,
with
bro.
the Sox. You
Yeah,
have
Yo,
to.
what are
but
they
but
doing, bro?
I,
Don't ask me. Do not ask me.
I mean we're
That's
at
embarrassing,
120
man.
losses. We're definitely going to take the history books over as the worst team in history of
Man,
baseball.
that's
The
so
2024
embarrassing
the
too. So
2024 Chicago
embarrassing.
White Sox will be the worst team in
Embarrassing. I
ever
can't believe it.
in history.
That's mm,
And
It's embarrassing.
I had to figure out how to suppress fandom and just become somebody that can talk about it, because we Eric talk about it all the time, over on the pickoff show, So
yeah. I definitely want to hear
I had
what y'all think for next season because
yeah,
hey,
we
I
finna go
love
crazy.
my y'all know I like the Cubs, but I
Yeah,
ain't
we finna
Luis
go crazy.
Robert
not
needs
looking
to
We're
be
gonna,
good,
traded.
we're gonna talk about them too, because
Luis
there's
Robert needs to be traded.
bro. They oh my god, they drive me crazy. They
yeah,
right there and they
they
keep
right there,
fumbling the
but you can't
bag,
you,
bro. It
you
pisses me
Hey, you
off.
know who's not fumbling the bag? The Detroit Tigers. They're not
Oh,
fumbling the bag.
yo, the Tigers have been on a run, really.
Bro,
Yo,
that
what
wild
the
card spot
hell?
is ours. That wild card spot is
Hey,
ours.
look, and here's the funny part, right? So I was talking to Elise about the Tigers. I mentioned it before they
Love
played the
it.
Cubs, and Elise like they suck. Now these jokers are about to
Well,
damn
because
near
they
claim a
did at the
wild card
beginning of
spot.
the season. So, mind you, during the break, they were like 55 and like 60 something,
Hmm.
right? And they said this is like one of the biggest turnarounds in MLB history.
they have a really good team up there and great pitching.
Their pitching is really good.
Their
Yes,
pitching is
I
They
saw
got
that when they
they
played the
got they
Cubs.
got the best left-handers in baseball.
yes. Like
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
they
and
pitching
then
is
when they traded
phenomenal.
what's his face? Who I could see his face but forget his name. Flaherty, I think. When they traded him, then people really thought they were just like, oh, they're not really going for anything after that. But if anything, it made us better.
It
So
did,
Is
because
they
y'all
is
got
they
some good, y'all
is
got some good
Bias?
players
Are
back.
they still not playing him really, or is he
Nah,
playing?
Bias is done.
I thought
Bias is done. Yeah, he's done.
they put that young kid in, huh?
Yep.
So yeah,
Yeah.
nah,
Yeah.
Bias up.
They brought up a bunch of people though. Jace Jung, a goat, a gem.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
John's good.
That
He good.
was awesome.
He's
Uh
okay.
he's
He's
nice.
He's
yeah,
okay.
but
Huh?
no, but Bears Rams.
Ooh.
I've given up. They've done the same damn near game plan for 3 weeks, so I'm just gonna like y'all. I'm gonna watch the defense and the line play and
Literally.
pray you
Whatever
don't
the
beat.
offense does is more like, okay.
All right, cool.
I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
they
that's a
scored,
bonus.
yay! And
I feel
then,
like that's a bonus for me.
like, if
Yeah.
they come out, let's just say, and this is hypothetical, they come out next week, I formation, single back formation, 25 times, they'll win that game. I will say that.
Like I said, I just
That's all I'm gonna say.
hey,
If they run the ball
does Caleb
25
progress?
times,
That's all I care
they'll
about.
win the game.
Do
Does
you
that
you know what? At
that's
least
my
I just thought about this.
offensive expectations. Does
Do you
Caleb
think
progress?
do you think part of the reason they not running I formation? I don't know why I just thought about this, but Kari Blasingame hasn't been in there.
Oh yeah, he's been hurt.
So you think that they're hesitant to run it without him leading the way because they don't really have a fullback besides him?
Walter's not really known for using fullbacks though. Anyway,
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, they can use him because if you had him in there, he opening up the hole. If you do play action,
they need
somebody
to do
open.
more play action.
Somebody open.
And they need to move the pocket.
Yes, they
That too.
do.
Not getting the
Yes, they
protection
do.
they need. But uh I hear you, Gonzo. I haven't watched, Phil and Shane in a minute, but I
Oh,
used to
yeah.
watch them a lot. But
Eric Kramer. Yeah,
yeah,
Eric
but
Kramer.
Eric Kramer is over there. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, I watch it whenever or whoever it is. So I just, like I said, the Bears, this is the end of the fourth quarter. This is the last game in the fourth quarter. Hopefully they're better in the second quarter.
I
Yeah.
will say, I just think it's funny after I told people before the season even started that you should pump the brakes on Caleb and this team, and I got laughed at for picking so many low wins, and it looks like I'll be right again. Which
So let me ask you a
it
question,
somehow
right?
turns out I'm always right, but what
So
do I
future
know?
thinking, right? If Washington comes out and looks good tonight, them games that we thought was easy is not going to be easy. Because if
I didn't
Washington
expect
plays
If
well,
Jacksonville wins tonight, I don't think we'll beat Jacksonville.
if Washington
I
plays
didn't
well,
I didn't.
Carolina looked good with Andy
Andy
Dalton.
Dalton. That's why I said, damn, we about to get
Uh,
Andy Dalton now.
just saying, man. Just saying. These teams ain't a walkover like everybody thought it
They're,
was beginning of the season.
they're all NFL teams. I don't give a damn.
Yep.
Any given Sunday, it was a great
Yep.
movie and it's a great quote.
Yep.
But didn't I? But Julius, didn't I say that Colts were a tough one at their place, bro? Regardless of how bad they've been, and they're bad.
Uh,
Good lord,
I said
they always play well at home. They
I
always
said the
play well at
Bears.
home.
I said the Bears may be in trouble going to Arizona. People like, yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, Arizona looks
Figure
good.
that.
And what
Arizona
was
look
At
good.
home. At home. You
what
think
was
you
what was my play? What was my play that Gassy used to run all the time? I hated it.
the
It was like,
screen?
The
huh?
screen,
The screen?
Was
the
it the
screen
screen?
pass.
Was it the screen pass?
Yeah, the bubble screen
I used to tweet it out. I used to tweet it out all the time. Like,
might be the screen. I think it's the
why
screen
would he
pass.
run that? Now with Waldron, if he ever runs that goddamn option play,
Oh,
if he ever runs that fucking high school option play ever
yeah.
again,
Yo, that was
I'm gonna lose
terrible.
my
That
fucking
was
mind.
awful, bro.
And then it
That
was
was so
that was
bad.
that was goddamn. That was
That was awful.
you
no,
know
you
what?
probably right, Gonzo. They probably do need Thomas Brown may get a promotion. He may. Who knows?
Maybe if they had the balls to do anything. Knowing Matt Eberflus, he was like, "Oh no, I'm fine with." He was fine with that play in the end zone. I'm like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "You
Caleb
that did not just come out of your mouth, bro."
Caleb said
No.
he wanted to check it, but he didn't have enough time. But
He
yet you got
said,
three
"Nah." I would have
timeouts.
been checking that shit anyway.
Why
In the
didn't nobody
timeout,
call nobody
during the
should call
timeout, I
timeout?
would have been like, "Nah, I'm not. Nope, nope,
But they should have called
nah."
timeout. One of them, somebody should say, no,
Right.
no, no,
I would have
timeout,
called a
timeout.
timeout and said, "Nah, I'm not doing this. I
Hey, y'all
can't."
remember the Titans? He was like, I can't make the toss.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yep.
That's a high school toss play that Sunshine ran when he finally got the chance to be the quarterback.
As
Man.
soon as he
God
threw
damn.
it, I saw all
I
six of
said,
them dudes
oh
running.
my
I said,
God.
this is over.
Man.
God, bro.
But then the three before that, what did we do? The three plays. First down was what? 2 yards.
Yep.
2 yards.
The second one was another 1 yard run. So now you're 3rd and 1, right?
Yeah.
3rd and 1. You
Yeah.
ran again, you didn't get it. Okay. Maybe you shouldn't run it now. Maybe you should to maybe just do a little rollout and get a little pass.
They
Yeah,
didn't even
play
do
action.
that.
Or boot action.
or
Hello.
quarterback sneak it or run it again.
Exactly.
Like,
Bro,
where's
when I saw
Could
this
have
lineup,
moved the pocket
when I saw them in
left,
that
and
pistol
Caleb could have
formation,
bent
I knew it was
around and
over,
hit a
bro.
big tight end or somebody or a line.
Bro, when I
Come on,
saw that
dog.
pistol, I knew it was over. I said, "Oh yeah, they're about to stuff this right now," and that's exactly what happened.
It is what it is. I think we just like we run it. That shit pissed me off so bad.
Oh my god.
It
pissed
made me
everybody
mad
off.
too. And then
I was
here's
so
the
angry.
thing, though, right? It, I feel like Sean McVay just gonna have a field day with Shane Waldron. I just feel because he knows Shane Waldron from Seattle. They're in the same division, so
I mean,
he knows
he worked
Shane
underneath
Waldron
him.
like
He
the
worked
back of
underneath
his eyebrows.
Yeah, you know that, man.
Like I feel like this is not gonna be pretty. He's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I saw this when he was in Seattle."
Well,
Let
we
me
got
do this.
a road trip. We got a road
Bro.
trip to DC for the Commanders game. You know that, Julius.
Oh, I didn't know yet. I didn't know.
Oh
that.
yeah. We got a road trip. We're taking a road trip down there for the Commanders game.
Oh,
And
that's what's up, man.
Justin is heading down there with us, with me, Kevin, Greg Bell. Well, he's gonna meet us there because he where he stays.
Okay.
Ian is going, maybe somebody else. I don't know. We're gonna see. But that's for the Commanders game. So that weekend we'll be down in DC. But
Nice. That's what's up. Y'all have fun with that, man.
yeah, but he said Justin's gonna walk home if we lose to the Commanders.
Oh,
I expect the Commanders to win tonight.
Yeah, I do too. They play the Bengals. Yeah, I do too.
It's gonna be a good game.
yeah. The playmakers. They not being. They could be.
He
utilized
didn't
better.
he didn't utilize his playmakers in Seattle. This isn't news. This isn't new with Shane Waldron. This what I like. This was not new. All the players when he left, they told you that exact same thing. They were dancing the jig when that man left, especially DK Metcalf, who's by the way having the best numbers he's had in a while. He's
You
living
know
his
what?
best life.
It's funny because I think I mentioned this last week, but the Seattle beat writer. He was on the Sick podcast, and he was talking about Shane
Yeah, it
Waldron,
was.
and he was
Hmm.
like, "Yeah, I ain't liking what I saw this year," and I was like, maybe he just had a bad year, but maybe dude was on to something. Man. I mean, honestly, he might be. I might have to go back and watch the episode and see what he said and see if it matches up to what we seeing right now. Just
Yeah, we would
I
take
said,
Ray if he
I
could
said,
throw.
JSN looking smarter by the day, and that makes me mad.
mm, yeah, JSN is looking pretty. I don't know. Seattle looked pretty good too. They 3-0, so there it
They
is.
3-0 too. Mike McDonald them. Was a surprise because he came from winning. He came from
Yeah, but
winning. Okay,
you got to be able
winners.
to. But you got to be able to. You could put all the playmakers out there, but if your scheme just ain't, if you ain't got nobody block it, it don't matter if you got uh Jerry Rice, Marvin Harrison, and goddamn Calvin Johnson out there. If you can't block it, they ain't seeing the ball.
Exactly.
So
Hey, Ray, your Illini looking good though. That's
they
for
Oh
are.
my goodness, the
The
line.
Illini are looking
the
good. You know
Illini was
what?
cooking.
Yeah,
That Nebraska game was goaded.
yeah, line not look good this year, man.
They
Hey,
look good this
hey,
year.
fake Mahomes was looking really good
He was
He
until
was
he
the
wasn't
fourth quarter.
until he wasn't
until the fourth quarter.
Until the
Wait,
fourth
until he
quarter.
wasn't
he started looking like a freshman in the fourth quarter.
until he wasn't. Yeah.
So so here's the
That
thing.
Michigan Illinois game gonna be fire.
You know what's gonna be fire though?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what he does next week in Penn State. Like that's
Ooh,
one of the hardest stadiums
yeah,
to play in.
yeah.
And
That seven overtime game was fun though.
all that white is going to be fucking
Oh
crazy
yeah,
out
that's
there.
insane.
Yeah,
But
they
you
And
got
know,
Penn
hey,
State. That's gonna be their real test.
but I mean,
See where
it's
they
just
stand.
so fun to be and shout out to everybody that's sticking with us.
yeah,
Throughout the show. It's we're what, an
appreciate y'all.
hour and 17 minutes in
Yeah,
it.
Oh yeah,
But
we are, aren't we?
but it's Big Ten football happening right now, right?
mm-hmm.
Yes,
It's so good to watch Big Ten
it
football.
it is. It's
Like they
great.
legit, they legit. Um, they play some of the best football in the
Mm.
country.
You saw that USC Michigan game, right?
Oh
I,
yep.
I did see it, and I and I
Mhm.
and then I had to eat a little bit of crow.
Yeah, yeah, I know you did.
Southern,
Good.
yeah.
That's what
Why
I like to
you
hear.
pick USC?
No, I didn't
Pick,
pick USC. I just didn't think USC could hang with the with us with the Big Ten. I
oh,
thought I thought USC was going to be the one team that should play well in the Big Ten that won't. That was
mm,
so I had to eat some crow. I did say like I don't expect I expected Washington to play well
mm-hmm.
in the Big Ten because they play a good physical brand of football.
They do. Yeah,
I expected Washington State to
yeah,
play a
because they play. Yeah,
they
it's
play a
similar
Yeah.
good
type. Yeah,
right.
Wait, is
I
Washington State in the Big Ten? I don't think they're in the Big Ten.
well they're not. But I'm just saying like if they ever come, I'm going through the Pac-12 the old Pac-12
I think they stand there, right? Ain't they
right. But
staying
I'm
there?
I'm just going through
Yeah.
the
No, they're
Pac-12
moving to the
Pac.
wherever Boise State and them are going.
Oh, okay, okay.
What's in that? That means they're going to the Big 12.
Mountain
Yeah,
West. Is that Mountain West or Big 12?
Mount
No, they're going
West,
to,
Big 12 or something.
yeah. So I think they're moving from the Mountain West to the Big 12.
Well, there's only two teams in the Pac-12 right now. It's
Big
Washington
Yeah,
12.
State
He
and
said.
someone
yeah,
else.
Big
Marshall
12.
said Big 12.
Yeah, they're going to Big 12.
Yeah,
So
that's what I thought.
Yeah, yeah,
so,
yeah.
but I'm just saying we gained UCLA. I don't expect them to play well in the Big 10,
And they haven't.
right?
They
Like
haven't.
and then you got Oregon versus UCLA this weekend. So that's basically
Ooh.
a Pac-12 team,
Mhm.
or going back to, but they're Big 10 now. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but Ohio State versus Michigan State this weekend.
Mm.
Michigan State finna get destroyed.
But
Is it in
watch,
Ohio State or in Michigan? Is it in
it's in
Michigan State?
Michigan State.
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's at Michigan State in East
Yes.
Lansing?
It's
Mhm.
I
different.
might have
It's
to
different.
roll up.
Yeah.
I might
Yeah.
have to roll up.
Wisconsin is at USC.
They might get destroyed.
Ooh, Wisconsin might lose that. They lost their quarterback for the year.
They
They
might
did?
get destroyed.
Yeah, they lost Van Dyke for the year. He
Oh,
tore his
damn.
ACL.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's good.
yeah, that's not good at all.
Yeah.
So Elise, are you gonna?
McNamara looking like McNamara, and I love it because
Scum.
Iowa sucks.
But they won, Elise.
Who did they play?
Minnesota.
Okay, and is Minnesota
Minnesota,
a
they
real?
they lost
Come
too
on
much
now.
talent, man. They lost too much talent. They got to
Elise,
rebuild, man. They
Elise, you got to
What?
stop being like that with your boy McNamara. You got to stop.
I
no,
hate Cade
he
McNamara,
sucks.
traitor, and he sucks
Great, he
anyway.
sucks.
Traitor.
He sucks.
Hey,
He
Sorry,
sucks.
you
he's
can't, you can't,
trash,
you can't get any sorrier than 19 passes for 62 yards.
bro. He's trash. Like,
He's trash,
oh
and so
my
is
goodness,
hey Ray. So is Alex Orgy. But at the end of the day, that's all we got.
I'm rolling. I'm scrolling through my notes because he asked me to get on the thing, so I kind of wrote some stuff down in my notes on my phone. So I was going through it. I had McNamara on there as something to bring up. So you brought it up organically, so that's pretty cool. Um,
Cause I can't stand that dude.
and I
terrible,
and I did I
terrible.
did and I did say I had to eat a little bit of crow about USC because they actually played really well in the big house, and that was shocking.
It's not
Oh yeah.
That
shocking.
was
We don't have a quarterback.
So at least who you got? Who you got as the
okay. So
Heisman
so
front
wait,
runner right now? Because
real
Cam
quick,
Ward is killing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ray.
real quick, at least. So you saying if if Michigan had a better quarterback, it wouldn't have been close.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But that's the reason why it was close. The defense couldn't stop USC.
No, that's incorrect.
Nah,
What do you mean? That's incorrect.
We had 32 passing yards.
he didn't get. He didn't.
32 passing yards.
Miller Moss didn't get going to the second half when obviously
Right.
Michigan could do nothing. They
We
Edwards,
could do,
Edwards.
bro.
but run the
That's
ball.
not gonna
So they
win
knew
you
that.
anything later down the line. The problem is, like this week we have Minnesota, so you can run on Minnesota,
Oh
right?
yeah, they gonna run them out the building.
Get
Run them
to
out.
Illinois, get to Ohio State. You need a quarterback that we don't have.
Oh,
Don't
you breaking up.
Yeah, she breaks up.
come back, and I don't know. But 30 passing yards is not gonna get you anything.
Yeah. No,
It's
yeah,
not.
we got better than 32 passing yards. That
We're
was
just
terrible.
that USC, and where credit is due, you a
You
solid team.
breaking
I'm
up.
not just
You're roboting,
Yeah,
Elise.
you robot.
You're roboting bad.
I wanted to hear what you had to say about
Yeah,
Cam
me too.
Ward because Cam Ward is disgusting. Cam Ward is
can't wait.
lighting people up from Miami. He is killing. That dude is destroying people. Like I ain't even. That man's putting up stats every week. Miami just running over people right now.
Yeah, well, they can. That's crazy. The White Sox tweeted out yesterday. You can find the final score on the app.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so bad. I fucking
It's
hate
terrible.
baseball, G.
Yeah,
Oh, I fucking hate
it's
it.
terrible, man. It's
Oh, I hate baseball.
like what? Oh my god, it's terrible, man. Like
And
I didn't like we
uh,
don't. Yeah, it's the White
so
Sox disappointed me, bro.
I think the overall theme of the show should be 52 pass attempts is not ideal for a rookie
Not
quarterback.
nope.
It's
I think
really
that's the
not.
over. That should be the message that we leave the show with is we do not ever want to see 52 pass attempts ever. Like
Not
even
not
if he's
like
in year
that.
5, he shouldn't be dropping back 52 times.
I didn't like Jared Goff throwing 55 times.
Just
So
saying, you can't. That's not a recipe for success in NFL.
Not
It's not. The
nope.
recipe for success has been the same since 19 fucking 80 whatever the fuck.
yeah. You gotta run.
Five.
It's been the same. You got to run the fucking
You
football.
gotta run the ball. You gotta run the ball, and the quarterback has to make plays when they need to. But if your play call is inconsistent, it's hard to count on the quarterback to make a play when your play
I
call is
said
inconsistent.
something. I said something either yesterday or today, but a talented quarterback, is a luxury.
Yep. It
Like
is.
you should be able to win football games because of him and blow people. I mean, you should be able to win football games without him, right?
Mhm.
Without a talented, elite quarterback, but you should be killing people with one, i.e., Brady,
Yeah.
i.e., fucking Mahomes,
Mahomes.
and other ones throughout history. When they freaking when they when you have that elite quarterback, you're going to win a lot of games, but
Mhm.
you're going to win some serious games with that talented quarterback. Owners don't care about either team at the moment in Chicago. But yeah, thank you. I know, Marche. Appreciate you. Because
They don't.
Jerry, and then them bitches want to keep calling my fucking phone, talking about some. You want to come back to the state? No, I don't. I'm
They
not
don't.
coming back. I went to the game with only because it was Ian's birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Ian came to town, and me, Mac, and Mac was in town too. So me, Mac, Ian, and Justin went to a game like last week, and I hated it. I hated being there. Every moment we was there was another moment of misery.
You just felt disgusted.
Pain.
They won.
Mm.
Yeah, they won. It was against Oakland.
Oh,
No, it
that's
wasn't Oakland.
was that when they went on that like 3 or 4
Yeah, they
game
went
win
on a
streak?
3 or 4 game win streak. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was at one of them. But it was so bad. It was so painful. Like it was just like this stadium should be packed, rocking.
Mm-hmm.
I
If you've
saw
never,
tickets for
Hey,
$1 and was tempted.
hey,
yeah,
at least did Joe All give up a sack yet?
Yeah,
no.
he got cooked. Yes, he did yesterday. He got cooked by T.J. Watt. It was
Okay,
Oh,
awful.
well, that's T.J. Watt.
that's TJ Watt though.
Well,
But
he
that's,
asked the question, and,
I'm just
and he
asking.
got
But
hurt.
that's
He got hurt, unfortunately. So
okay.
I don't know if
Okay, that's
he's
one.
gonna play this week.
That's one sack in 3 games. So okay.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, T.J.
He
Watt is physical specimen. That's not even fair.
yeah, he ain't really giving them no pressures. I was curious.
Oh no, yeah, no, he played well yesterday
Mm,
until he got hurt.
damn.
So and
All right.
Rashawn
Well,
Slater got hurt too.
Oh goodness. Hey, well that's what happens. Yeah.
Justin Herbert left the game.
But he was
I was just
questionable to
like,
start anyway,
I
and
don't know why he went out there. I'm not even gonna pretend.
yeah.
He has a
So I
high
mean,
ankle sprain.
so like I think Kevin is a good way to kind of close it out. Basically, he is showing growth. Yes, promise. Regardless of the O line issues, suspect play calling, interceptions, turnovers come with the territory. Peyton Manning,
You
and that's
spelled
true.
Peyton wrong.
yeah,
There's an E there, buddy.
And who cares, man? Also, the A is for girls, and the
No, it's
oh,
just
okay.
it's not spelled right.
I was
It's
joking.
Peyton.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
well, we'll see. We'll see about
I
that.
mean, but I think he's absolutely correct with growth and promise. I think he does show a lot of flashes of understanding the game of football
He
and be able
does.
to play it at a high level. If he had time, he would carve people up.
Yeah.
But
That's
he
all.
also needs
That's
to be
all these
put in,
quarterbacks though.
but he also needs to be in a position to win. He needs to be
Hmm.
put in with the play
Yeah.
calls.
Yeah.
I
But
I
yeah, I
agree. He'll
think
be fine.
he's gonna have turnovers and interceptions, but he can't do it like he's been doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
That's the
that's
So
key.
okay, so
and not.
the one interception that I thought was on him, and it really is not even on him, right? He went through his reads. He just got there late when he started to his right and went through, and he threw it
I
to
wonder. Okay,
it was an out.
and now at least you could tell me when you finally see it. Did he hold the ball too long?
At times
No, I'm on that play. That
on
same play.
the
You talking about.
the interception where he threw it late.
Yes.
Yes.
Was there somewhere else he could have went? That's why I wondered because I was
I didn't
like,
I didn't see the tape, so that's what I'm saying.
that's what I'm saying. I want to know
Did
because
you see the Did you
they
see
didn't
that
show
play
another
on the tape?
angle.
There to be fair, no one was really open like that, which
Okay.
is why
He
he
ended up
he
going to
was
the
late because
third
by
or
the
fourth
time
option.
by the
Okay.
time he went to throw it, I think he waited too late to get back to that read where the guy got open and then it
And the cornerback was already sitting, so that's
yeah.
always bad. You,
So I
you
don't
want to
even
catch
think
that.
that
So
was
it was
on
kind of
him
like
though.
he kind of. So he probably should have just deaded it, or
Yeah, he probably
Yeah,
like
should
or
have threw
just
the
he
threw it
held
ball
it a
over.
out of
little.
bounds. He should
Okay,
have
so
threw it
yeah,
out of bounds.
it was
But
a
I don't
yeah.
think it was
He
on
had
him though
yeah.
necessarily.
Nobody was open, but he may have held it a tick too long. Like he
Right.
probably should have got rid of it. Just like you know what, nobody's open. I'm throwing it away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
and
probably
then
should have just threw it away. But
but
I wouldn't put that on him though.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't put it on. I was just
I'm just
curious.
I want to see because like cornerbacks when they're in there when they get to their depth on certain routes and they stick their foot in the ground and start to be able to drive back toward the football, that's always bad.
Well,
Hmm.
that's what I was saying earlier. Remember, I said he. I've noticed that when he picks a guy, he sticks with that guy for a couple of, and he goes a little too long trying to throw to that same guy. So I'm seeing the defenders, a lot of them are sticking their foot in the ground. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So it's like even
Yeah.
on that interception to Cole Kmet, if you remember, Cole Kmet had caught what 4 balls prior to that, and he had
Yeah.
went through them a couple times, and then
Yep.
he threw it up, thinking Kmet was gonna get it. 2 other guys converged. Why did they do that? Because they knew he was going there.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. He was in triple coverage on that play, but
Yep.
he had went to Kmet. Remember, Kmet had 0 targets in the first half. He came out throwing to Kmet. So when he rolled out, who was he looking for? Kmet.
Commit.
Guess what? Houston said, "We know where you're going, so we gonna
Mm-hmm.
put." They had a guy over the top. The safety was back.
And that
They
was kind of like
and the
that
corner played
interception.
underneath, and the guy
Yep,
in
that was
the
that interception to Rome yesterday, right?
yep. Mm-hmm.
Like I don't even think I put that more on Rome anyway because the ball hit him like right in the hand. Like
Yeah,
he just had to come down with that. But the defender made a great play. So I don't
he
even
did.
put that one on Caleb either. But I do think the corner understood like, oh, he's gonna throw it to this guy because he's been throwing it to this guy for the past several plays. So if I just get my hand up and make a play with it, I can come down with
I
it.
mean, the
And that's
announcer
what
said
happened.
it. He said it. He said Caleb's been. You can tell he's picking his guy. He already on that play. He said it. Caleb had already made his mind who he's going to. He had already made his mind up when he came to the line. He said he could tell. I was like, yeah. I mean, if he can tell you that from the booth, how are y'all not seeing this? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Stop making him put in these situations because clearly
Right.
Caleb is still doing that. He's picking his guy before he hikes the ball. They know this, so they're shading over there. So okay, let's stop putting him in this situation. Let's put him in a situation where the defense has to guess again.
Right.
Under center,
Exactly.
boot, play
E-
action,
Exactly.
roll
Cut the
out.
field in half.
Yeah, like then they don't know.
Yeah.
Exactly. You'll confuse them.
But
It's,
you know,
we're gonna see what happens.
But
Let's see
that's
what happens
coaching.
after the end of the
That's
fourth
coaching.
quarter.
yeah,
Coaching.
yeah.
So
Coaching.
I mean, I'm looking at some stuff here. I gotta get ready. I don't know. I gotta see what Eric want to do. He might want to just focus on winning this championship. We may not. We may just wait to the end of the season and record. So we probably won't do the fair catch. I mean, I'm doing the fair catch right now. The pickoff show.
Pick
Pick
off.
off.
Won't do the pickoff show, but I'm definitely gonna be looking looking forward to the refs call. Greg
Yeah,
Yes.
with his special guest, and he
yeah.
said he's gonna be coming on a lot. Actually, you know,
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
yeah. Then
Cool.
he's got a co-host with Quez, so that's pretty dope.
Yeah, that's
Shout
dope.
out to Quez,
Yeah,
and
Quiz. Yeah,
then
Quiz.
I like that choice. Quiz no ball. He know
yep,
better. He know
Yeah,
yep,
better.
he does. Yes, he
yep.
does.
And then we're gonna make sure that we get because hockey season is right there too.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
Nick,
you see Bedard's ranking, y'all? Don't play with me.
What
hey,
rank?
Don't play with
What they
me.
rank him? What they rank him?
38
Mm,
out of the top 50. So they put out the top 50. He's 38.
that's
mm.
Not
crazy.
bad though for
The kid
someone
is
that
what,
young. Not bad.
20
He gonna
years
be
old.
top 20 before the year's over
Is he
with.
The
19?
facts.
Is he
He'll
What?
be
19?
20. He'll be 20 this year,
He's
right?
19.
He's 19 right
That's
now, right?
crazy. That's insane.
I
Yeah,
think he
he's
turns 19 this
is
year.
he? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think so.
No. Hold
I
on.
think he's
Ain't no
19
way. Hold
already.
on.
You looking at it? Hold
Then
on.
he just had his birthday.
Let's see. He is 19. Yeah, he just turned 19
That's what I said.
in
Then he
July.
just
Yeah,
had his birthday.
yeah, July.
Damn,
Yeah,
damn.
so
That's
yeah, when
crazy.
he got drafted, he hadn't turned 18 yet.
That's insane.
Yo,
He turned 18 that over the summer. That's
Yeah.
what I said. He's
this
19.
dude,
If he's
18 years
19, he
old,
just turned 19.
cooking people.
Yeah, right. At the professional levels. Like it was crazy.
So what's the kid that they drafted?
Uh, who? The
The
Sharks?
Blackhawks. No,
the
the Blackhawks.
Blackhawks.
They got
Oh,
that.
that dude from Michigan State, Artem
Yeah,
Artami, I forget his last name. It's
yeah.
Artyom.
He'll be good for him. He'll be good for him.
Yeah.
He'll be good for him.
All right. Well,
Hawks got a good team, man. They
I'm
might
looking
surprise
I'm
people.
looking forward to Nick's show because he has a lot of
Celebrini got picked by the Sharks, man. I'm so mad about it.
yeah.
We
That's who they
missed out.
wanted. That's what everybody wanted was Celebrini, right?
Yeah, we missed
Yes,
out. Yeah,
missed out. Could have had the next Kane and Tays right there, man.
absolutely. Well, I don't know because we'll see. But yeah, that's it. That's a wrap, y'all. We
Yeah.
appreciate y'all. Tuning in. Barrelissimo said he just got the all 22. So yeah, hey, Barrelissimo, yeah, you can let us know, man. absolutely. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
a Lismo, man. When you look at that play, like DM me and tell me what the corner was doing on that interception.
Yeah,
Like, they're just tell me how, like, when he went through the reads, had the corner, already got to his depth and
yeah, that's
everything.
gonna be interesting. Yeah,
I
I
want to
want
see
to
that
see.
because they didn't even show it no other angles. So,
Yeah, so and maybe we'll talk about it next week if we remember to.
hey,
But
also, uh, go Arsenal. I just want Lisa Mo to know that.
yeah,
I forget
the sideline one.
he's
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes,
forget
that
who
one,
he's
Bellissimo.
yeah, yeah, that one.
yep.
Yeah, I forget who he supports in the EFL, but or in the Prem. Uh
Mm-hmm.
but just know.
Flat back. That means he can. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
There he
Okay.
is. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So again, they knew. Yeah, they played it hoping he would go where they thought he was gonna go, and they guessed right because he absolutely jumped that for real.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wanted to see. He
Yeah.
did it. All right.
All
So
right, but yeah,
yeah, man. So the Gooners are out here winning, Bellissimo. Just so you know, I'm a Gooner.
yep.
Anyway,
But yeah, man.
I
Y'all
support
tune in
Arsenal.
next week, man. Hopefully the Bears win. If not, hey,
Hopefully,
we'll
We'll
talk about
talk
what we
I'm
about it.
what was
tired of
wrong and what
ranting.
was right.
I feel like I had to rant for 2 weeks in a row. I don't like doing that.
I'm not. We ain't got to rant no more because they done done the same stuff. They keep doing the same
Oh,
stuff, so there's no
hey,
need to rant.
at least
What?
before we get out of here, who is that? Huh?
Uh
Who
huh.
is that?
Yes,
Huh?
let's go,
Who is
Luke
that?
Online.
Huh?
Yeah,
Let's
Reed. Yeah,
go.
he was. That's
He
that's
was
what
the
we.
go. He looked great against Nebraska.
Yeah, that's what we trying to
Illinois
figure out.
got a quarterback.
I want. Yeah,
I won't go that far, but he did play good.
yeah,
I wouldn't go
absolutely.
that
Hey,
far.
hey, Brillismo, if you could damn pull that play up and put it on your Twitter, like highlight something so we can see it and just tell us what you thought.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah,
He said he's Birmingham City, Tom
yeah,
Brady's team, and they beat Wrexham, which is I'm also a fan of.
yeah. But yeah,
So
man,
they beat Wrexham. So hey,
I
shout
gotta
out
get up
to
out of here.
Birmingham City. All right, let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, I
Uh,
gotta see
well,
get the sun.
y'all have a good one, everybody, and we'll catch
Appreciate
you
that,
next week.
Brillismo.
Yep.
And I'll retweet it or AJ, one of us retweet it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep.
but all right, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate the support, man. Thank y'all for the comments. Y'all have really kept us engaged, and we thank Ray for coming on again, man. And
Yeah,
hopefully,
I
yeah,
don't talk
again
football.
next week.
Here's what.
We'll have better news. We'll have a better time. Maybe a victory Monday. We'll see. But till then,
Hopefully.
have a great weekend, y'all. Peace out. Y'all be safe. And again, love y'all for the support, man. Thanks.